to sum up 7 or 8 years of chaos to my family. When I got saved, it was sort of one of those drastic, stories you hear. I started doing drugs at a very young age, 12. Well, the Lord brought all that to a head when I was 18, and I was saved, and I was broken to a point where I knew that He was the only way that I could change. Started witnessing Zana. The Lord revealed to her her need for Him, and she gave her life, surrendered her life to Him. We got married. It was like a picture perfect marriage, but things were good. When I was about 23 or so, we were still young, and me and Zana started having some conflict in our marriage, and we got into some kind of major argument while we were there, and the word divorce got brought up. I was trying to do everything. I was trying to check off, do everything I could, just to be the best Christian, to be the best husband. And I felt like it was all for naught. And I remember driving back home. This memory sticks out to me, and to this day, it's like I threw God out the window and saying, from this point on, it's, I'm living for myself. I withdrew from everything I was a part of. I withdrew from teaching. I withdrew from being a deacon. I didn't want to be a hypocrite. The only thing I did was go to church on Sunday mornings, and I felt okay doing that because, church is like a hospital for sinners, right? So anybody can go. So I didn't feel bad doing that, but I definitely didn't enjoy it because, I became very bitter towards God. It went from bitterness to a hardened heart to where I just became numb, and I really questioned God and doubted His existence to the point where I didn't believe in God anymore. I turned to things that I had known before. I started using drugs again, and I drinking. It escalated, and I started a business that was not a moral business. I didn't break any laws, but it was definitely nothing that the Lord would approve of. It created another wedge between me and Zana because she definitely disapproved. I took it to the extreme, and I just about destroyed my family. I would distract myself with whatever it was I could do, just drugs, or whether it was money, just entertainment, or just any distraction. Because when I was still and I was quiet was when I knew I could feel the lack of peace that I had. I didn't want to believe in a fairy tale. I didn't want to believe in something just to comfort myself. So I would search for things. I started reading, anything from like quantum physics to any kind of spiritual. I just wanted to know why we were here. I wanted to have a purpose. And I was so convinced that everything I was believing before was a lie. And the Lord allowed me a moment of clarity, and I had to think about it and say, if I'm really being unbiased, growing up, I didn't have peace. From whatever it was, these 5 years of my life, from 18-23, there's 5 solid years where I was at peace, and I was definitely at peace. And then after that, chaos. My life was in chaos. So I can't deny that. If I was doing this in my head, I can't ignore that time. Finally, at one point, Zana just said, I can't do this anymore. And she said, when you're here, you have to be clean when you're here. And I went, and if I was bad before, I went 90 miles over the limit. There were times where Zana didn't know if I was alive or dead. I wasn't at home around Christmas time that year. I had other people put my Christmas tree up with my family. There were ladies from the church who were laying face down on my floor, literally laying on my floor, praying for me. And the Lord was just going to let me keep going. He was going to take me as low as I needed to go to break me. And I called Jack Connor up, and I said, Jack, can I come stay with you? And I just said, let me just be your shadow. If you're raking your yard, I'll rake your yard, whatever. Just let me hang out with you for a day and let me get my head straight. And when I was there, Connors have a quiet house and they go to bed at like 9 o'clock. So I was forced to have some quiet time. But Jeremiah 29:13 says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." This is what spoke to me to turn back. Was through the years when I was really wanting the Lord to be real, and I was so convinced He wasn't, but I knew I wanted it. I would just pray short prayers, and I would ask the Lord to show me, but then I wouldn't listen. So what I did was, I didn't stop with just that prayer, and I read that verse, and I kept reading His Word that night. I went to church the next day, and it was just like any other. I don't particularly remember the message, but I know the Lord was just breaking me. And what the only difference is that this time, I just took a step forward, and I just went down. I didn't go talk to Brother Steve. I went down to kneel and to pray. But it was just the act of following it, an action behind it. It's just putting an action and surrendering. And I didn't realize it before. I knew like there was like 20 men behind me. That's what they said. That's what Zana said. And I remember Mr. Aubrey speaking to me. He had his hand on my back. And that was it. I surrendered. I surrendered. And the Lord allowed me to believe again. And the Lord has restored my life. And the Lord has removed those things. The kind of things that aren't easy to remove. It's the kind of things that people get hung up on and you write them off. Really and truly the story is that I don't deserve the things that I have today. I really shouldn't have my job, my wife, my kids. I really should be in jail, or I really should be dead. And I trace everything back, all of that, all back to the day I decided to turn my back on the Lord. I'm thankful for what the Lord's done for me. I'm thankful for what He's done for my family. I'm thankful for Gateway Baptist Church. If there's anybody that I try to speak to, that person that is about to turn away, is about to give up, thinks it's meaningless, I would highly suggest you not doing that. And don't give up on the Lord. Don't give up on the Lord when things start getting tough. That's the time to hold on to Him tighter. Because if you let go, He won't ever let you go. But if you turn your back from Him and you walk away, He will let you suffer the consequences for it. And there's nothing good down that road. If you got a family member or a friend, everybody can think of one person in their mind and they think, oh yeah, that person will never change. That person is beyond hope. And that is exactly the type of person that God likes using. The second person that I would speak to, that person that has walked away and has walked away for a very long time. You can get so far away that you think you never go back. I never thought I would ever admit that God exists again. I thought that I would never believe. I never thought that I would surrender. And the Lord did that for me. The Lord did that for my